Zohar for Parshat Vayigash. This is the first passage, the first part of the Zohar for this Torah portion. And this is my recent new development in my channels, my various Torah channels. I have a Torah channel, Tanakh channel, a Talmud, a Daf Yomi channel, and this is the newest addition, a Zohar channel. And what I've been doing the past few weeks, past month or so, is reading just the first side in the Zohar. It's kind of like the Talmud in that it has side A and side B. So I just do one amud, which is one side, and it's the first. It can if it's like half and half, I'll do part of one and part of the other, but it would be equal to that amount, or just one side. In this case, there's only a few lines that are on side A. It's Zohar, Vayigash, page 204A, but it's only a few lines, and then most of it is going to be 205B. And when I get there, I can announce it. What I do is I read the Aramaic, the Hebrew, and then the Aramaic, and then I read the English. It's available all on Sefaria. I believe it's the Sansino translation. And here it is. Vayigash elav Yehuda. Rabbi Elazar Batach, Yeshayahu Samach Gimel Tetzayin, Ki ata avinu, Ki Avraham lo yadanu v'Yisrael lo yakirenu, ata Hashem avinu go'alenu, me'olam shemecha. So here, the Zohar is referencing a verse in Isaiah, chapter 63:16, connecting it to the opening words of our Torah portion. Then Judah came near unto him. Rabbi Elazar discoursed on the verse, "For thou art our father, for Abraham knoweth us not, and Israel doth not acknowledge us. For thou, O Lord, art our Father, our Redeemer, from everlasting is thy name." Isaiah 63:16. This is an interesting passage, just aside from Zohar, but I always wondered, it says Abraham and Israel, which is Jacob, but where's Isaac? Isaac is not mentioned here. And the Talmud goes into that, but that's for a different time, but it's an interesting idea. Connects that to the Akedah, to the sacrifice of Isaac. Although Abraham definitely made a big sacrifice as well, but Isaac was the one who gave his life up, willingly gave up his life. Okay, he said, okay, let's continue back, and now he quotes the verse in Isaiah, and now he goes into the Aramaic. Okay, it's the Zohar. Haikra ukmuha avalta chazeh kad bara kucha brichu alma kol yoma v'yoma avid avidita kadka chazeh bechol yoma v'yoma kama ditzrich kevan diata yoma shetita'a v'itzrich l'mivri adam atat oraita kameh Amra kame kucha brichu hai adam de'at. And now it's going on to 205b, turning the page. Bai lemivre zamin hu le'argaza kamach irmale lo ta'arich rugza tavle de-la yitbere amar la kucha brichu dechi limagana ith krena erech apayim. Okay, and let's continue a little more. Ela kol ha'beoraita ivre, kol ha'beoraita ishtach klal, begin de'ad la bara kucha brichu alma athyan kol athvan kame ve'alu kol chad v'chad limafre. Okay. I don't see a translation for this. Okay, I'll just read what they have here. Rather, everything is created by divine light. I'm looking, and it looks like they didn't translate a certain portion here. I read the Aramaic. I can try to translate it on my own. But I can try to translate that on my own. But I'm on here. Okay, so I can try to translate it based on my limited knowledge of the Zohar Aramaic. Aval tachazeh means come and see. Kad bera kuchabrichu, when God created Alma, the world, kol yoma v'yoma, every day. Avid avidita kidikachazeh. I'm going to take a guess that he does as he sees. B'chol yoma v'yoma kad Kamad Yitzrich, how much is necessary, how much is needed. Kevan de'ata yoma shetita'a v'yitzrich lemivri adam ata araita kameh. I'm not sure what this means, but roughly it could mean since the day comes and needs to create man, he puts the Torah before him. Amra, it is said before the Holy One, Hi Adam Da'ad, this your man. Bail Mivre Zamin Hu Argaza Kamach. There are times that he angers you, I think. In Malelo Tarikh Rugza Table Delo Yitbere. If not for your exercising patience of your anger, it's better that he was not created. Amar la kuchabrichu v'chila magna it krena el kapayim. And what protects him can be called the long patience, long suffering. Okay, that's a rough translation. I guess they missed that, they didn't translate it there. Okay, so now they have a translation on the next part of this part. Ela kula beraita itpere kula beraita ishtakal begin de'ad delobra. Kuchabrichu hub alma atyan kol atyan kameh v'alu kol chad v'chad lemifrei. Here they translated it. Rather, everything is created by the divine light, meaning through the medium of the Torah, and everything is included in the divine light, because until the Holy One, blessed be He, created the world, all the letters stood before Him, and each one rose individually to plead its case. This is like reminiscent of the letters of Rabbi Akiva, similar to this. Okay, Alat Tav Amra Kameh Ru'tach L'mivrei Be'alma Amar Le Lav Debach Zimnin Kama Tzidikaya Lemetat Dichtiv Cheskel Tet Pasuk Dalet Veta Tav Al Mitzchot HaNashim וגומר ותנינן תכתיב וממקדשי תחלו אל תקרא ממקדשי אלא מקודשי בגין כד על מה לא יתברא בך. Tav, so okay, this is the translation of that piece. Tav came before him and said, would you create the world through me? The Holy One, blessed be He, responded, no, for many righteous people are destined to die through you. In accordance with the verse, it says that he set a mark, a tav, upon the foreheads of the men. Yehoshua 9:4, and these would be saved. I think the other ones would die. We have, or maybe the tav makes them die. I'm not sure. These are marked men, and these are either marked men to be saved or marked men to be killed. I'm not sure. But in any case, what they're saying is that Tav is responsible for death of somebody. That's what they're saying, why the world wasn't created with Tav. We have also learned from this verse, and begin with my sanctuary, which is Yehoshua verse 6, same chapter. in which the word sanctuary should be read as sanctified. The world therefore will not be created through you. Alu tilat atvan shin kuf resh kol chad v'chad bilchadoi. Amar lahu kuchabrichu la atun kedai lemivri b'chu alma deha atun atvan dithkre b'chu sheker v'sheker lav ihu kedai lemekamkame deha ukmuha. The three letters, Shin, Kuf, and Resh, came before him, each on its own. The Holy One, blessed be He, said, "It is not worthwhile to create the world by you. For you are the letters which combine to create the word lie, sheker, and no lie deserves to rise before me, as has already been explained. Va'alu pe tzadi v'chen kuluhu adimatu atvan le'at kaf kevan dinachat kaf me'al kitra." Where we read me'al kitra is da'azu ilae b'tata'e kulo. Ad itkayem kila ba'ad bet ti'ihu siman bracha ube ishtachlal al ma b'itpere. Then came the letters Pe and Sadi, and so on until the letter Kaf. Once Kaf descended from the crown, which is Keter, the higher and lower worlds shook until all was established, using the letter Bet, a sign of blessing. And the world was created and constructed by the letter Bet. V'itema de Aleph ihu reshe d'chol inun atvan lav yot ihu ele begin de itkare be'arur. Begin itkare be'arur. Begin de la itkare be'alma af al-gav de Aleph ihu at deraza ila'a. Begin de la nemeha v'duchta lesitra achara de ikare arur. La ispere be alma ish tachlal bet bebet alma u bebe itberi. He says that you may say that Aleph is the first letter and that the world should have been created through it. True, but because the word Arur means cursed, begins with the letter Aleph, the world was not created through it. Thus, through Aleph pertains to a supernal secret. The world was not created by means of it, so that no opening could be given to the other side called Arur. Rather, the world was constructed, created by Bet. I mean, the fact of the matter is, just my own question on this, is that every letter you can have a good thing and a bad thing. You could say a lot of bad things with the letter Bet too, not a lot. You could say some bad things with Bet too. Like, for example, the word Boged means treachery, be a traitor, or what else? And the word Busha, embarrassment. Bochez, crying. I don't know if that's so bad, but there's some negative things with the letter Bet, so I guess maybe it had the least negative things. Anyway, that's just my comment on that. Continuing on. Tachazeh, come and see, Ki ata binu, begin the high alma, the high darga ishtaklal, v'ithbere barnash be ithbere v'napakli alma. The word thou, meaning here, refers to a grade by which the world was planned and created, by which man was brought into the world. It says, Ki ata binu, begin the high alma, the high darga ishtaklal. Okay. Ki Avraham. Let's see how long this is. Let's see here. We'll see how much we have left to go. Okay. So we're still in chapter 1 of this first part of the parsha. Okay. It says, Ki Avram lo yadanu deha afal gav debe kiyuma dialma lo ishtadal alan kama ishtadal al Ishmael. Ki amar bereshit yudzayin yudche lu Ishmael yichye lefanecha. וישראל לא יכירנו בגין דחל וחען דאצריך לברכה לבנוי שבק להי דרגה לברכה כולהו. For Abraham knoweth us not, inasmuch as through life and death were in it. Though life and death were in his hands, he did not show so much care for us as for Ishmael, on whose behalf he pleaded, "Oh, that Ishmael might live before thee." Genesis 17:18. Further, Israel does not acknowledge us, seeing that he left it to the divine grade to confer on his sons the blessings which he himself ought to have pronounced. It says that he blessed them. Is Zohar suggesting that he didn't bless them? That he just allowed something to talk through him? I don't know what they're saying here, but okay. Ata Hashem Avinu deha ant kayemat alan tadir levarcha uleashgacha alan ki abba deashgach al benin dechol ma deitzrich lon goalenu meolam shemecha deha ant hu goel dehachi ithkare hamalach hagoel. This is interesting. V'da go'alenu me'olam shemecha vadai taninan en mafsikin ben geula l'tfila kama tila mafsikin ben tefila shel yad l'tfila shel rosh deba'i le'mechazeh dechola chad v'ha ukmuha. Again, thou, O Lord, art our Father, as thou art always standing by us to bless us and to watch over us like a father over his sons, to provide all their needs. Our Redeemer from everlasting is thy name. Sorry about that, little fly was in my face. Our Redeemer from everlasting is thy name. God, having been so called by Jacob, when he said, the angel who hath redeemed me. Wait a minute, this is really interesting. Jacob called God the angel who hath redeemed me. How would you explain that? It says, Deha ant hu goel, deha kama itkre hamalach hagoel. The Zohar seems to be saying that Jacob called God hamalach hagoel. That's what it says here. The ant hu goel dehachi ikre hamalach hagoel. He's referencing the malach hagoel. Goalenu me'olam shemecha deha ant hu goel hachi itkre hamalach hagoel. Yeah, that's what it says. Okay, so this is how they translate it, and I read it in Aramaic from what I know myself. This is what it's saying. Again, thou, O Lord, art our Father, as thou art always standing by us to bless us and watch over us like a father over his sons to provide all their needs. Our Redeemer from everlasting is thy name. God, having been called so by Jacob when he said, the angel who hath redeemed me. He says that he called God the angel who hath redeemed me. He didn't say God's name as we know it, as in, Yud Kei Vav Kei or Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. He says the angel who has redeemed me, and he addressed God in that way. That's what the Zohar is saying, or seems to be saying here. Okay, next, Vayigash chapter 2. Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yehuda, we're still on, by the way, still on page 205 of the Zohar, 205b. Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yehuda, Lelea Chad Vila'an Bioraita. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yehuda, Hatninan Chad Bera Kuchabrichu Alma, Avad Alma, Tata'a, Higavna de Alma Ila'a. יכולה da לקבל da, and a different explanation, a different translation says, a different gear setting is Tzayan ze lemewe da לקבל da. V'ihu yikare le'ela betata. One night when Rabbi Yitzchak and Rabbi Judah were sitting up studying the Torah, the former said, tradition teaches us that when God created the world, He created the lower world after the pattern of the upper world. And He made the two the counterparts of each other, so that His glory is both on high and below. Amar Yehuda Hachi Hu Vadai Ubra Adam Al Kola Hada Hu Dichtiv in Yeshayahu Mem Anochi asiti eretz v'adam aleha barati. Anochi asiti eretz v'adai. Mai ta'ama asiti eretz begin da adam aleha barati. Di'ihu kiyuma de alma. Lemehewe kola bisheli muchad. Said Rabbi Yehuda, assuredly this is so, and He created man to be superior to all. Scripture thus says, even I, have made the earth and created man upon it. Isaiah 45:12. That is to say, I have made the earth for the sole purpose of creating man upon it, since it depends upon man to complete the organic unity of the whole. Patach v'amar. Patach v'amar, it is written, and he said, or he opened up and he said, Patach is opened up. So, Patach v'amar Yeshayahu Mem Bet He, Ko amar ha'el Hashem borish ha'shamayim v'notehem, Roka ha'aretz v'tzitza'eha, Noten neshama le'am, aleha ruach l'holchim, ba ha'ikra ukmuha, אבל כה אמר האל השם בורא השמיים ונותיהם דע קודשה בריחו לעילה דאיהו בורש השמיים ועתקין לתדיר וכל זמנה ורוקה ארץ וצאצאיה דערה קדישה צורורה דחיה נותן נשמה La'am aleha dahi diyahava nishama. It is written, thus saith God the Lord, that He creates the heavens and stretches them forth, and He spreads forth the earth. And that which cometh out of it, He that giveth breath upon the people, unto the people upon it, and spring spirit into them that walk therein. In the same place in 45. The first part of the verse refers to the Holy One, blessed be He, in His operations on high, as He createth the heavens and continually and at all times renews them. The earth here is an allusion to the Holy Land, which constitutes the bundle of life, and it is this earth which gives the soul, Shema, literally breath, unto the people upon it. Okay? Amar Yitzchak kora Yehu leila, deha mataman nafka nishmata, dechaye lahai eretz v'hai eretz, nakta nishmata lemehav lechola, begin dahu nahar, dinagid v'napik, ihu yahiv v'ayil nishmatin, lahai eretz v'ihu nakta lon v'yahava lechola. Said Rabbi Isaac, Yitzchak, the whole verse speaks of the upper world, as it is from that the soul of life emerges into that land, and that land in its turn is the reservoir from which issue souls for all. Okay, this is the last part until we finish 205b, and then we'll stop after this small portion here. Tachaze kat brak uchabrichu leiladam di achnish afre mi'arba sitrin dialma bi'avad garme bi'atar makdisha letata bi'amshich ale nishmata dechai mi'be makdisha le'elam. Observe that when the Holy One, blessed be He, created Adam, He gathered his earthly matter from the four corners of the world and fashioned him therefrom on the site of the temple here below, and drew to him a soul of life out of the temple on high. Okay, that will take us to 206a. I'll read the Aramaic. I think it's the first line of it. Now the soul is a compound of 3 grades. Okay, so we finished 205b, and until next time, shalom.